What'd you see on that last play? What were you hoping? What were you thinking?
Yeah, play broke down, was scrambling right. Saw Christian over the middle and, tried forcing one into him. Thought I could make the play. Didn't see the backside, so, they made a great play.
On the two over the middle to Crafton and Jones, are you expecting them to be in a certain spot, or are those just misses?
Yeah, the one to Tucker, I missed it. I was a little bit behind him. He was running a, crossing route and missed it, and obviously got tipped up, picked. The one to Aaron, was kind of off schedule. He stayed on the move, and I we just weren't on the same page there, and missed that one as well.
How was it throwing the ball tonight with rain on and off?
It was obviously raining a good amount. It's a challenge that presents itself, but I don't think it was affecting too much in the passing game.
So you had such a good season. You guys improved so much, you and the group as a whole. You lose this game that you had a really good chance of winning. What's your overall feeling right now?
Yeah, it's tough, very tough. Like you said, had an opportunity to win that game and didn't capitalize on it. So it's a tough way to end the season.
What made things in the red zone so tough tonight?
Yeah, I think they did a good job in the red zone. Got to give them credit, but I think I just think they just did a good job. We weren't able to finish in the end zone, so give them credit for that.
Jordan, maybe you don't have the answer right now, but where do you feel like you improved the most this season down the stretch?
Yeah, I think just understanding where to go with the ball. Seeing the defense a little bit better, being able to see pressures, things like that. So I think just overall understanding of what the defense is trying to do to us, and where I need to go with the ball is where I improved.
This is obviously your first season end as a starter. What's your process now, and how long do you think it takes to get over this and then take a big picture view of what you guys accomplished this year?
Yeah, I think it'll sting for a while. Watching all the games going forward, I think it'll sting just knowing that we had an opportunity to win, and we dropped the ball on that one. So it'll sting for a while, but I think we'll be able to look back on it. See some good things we did, and obviously go in the off season just trying to work on the things that we didn't do as well and things we need to get better at. But definitely just going to get to it and attack it, but it'll sting for a while.
I know this whole team won't be the same next year, but do you feel like you guys have a locker room where a loss like this could motivate you come the spring and OTAs and training camp to prepare for next season?
Definitely. That was the message in the locker room with all of our talks right now. Guys just stepping up saying how motivating it is to be able to attack the offseason now, and how motivated we'll be by this loss. So it's definitely, obviously, who knows what the group will look like next year, things like that. But, everyone in the locker room is definitely motivated to get back after it and get ready for next season.
What do you think the difference was tonight? Do you think it was the early chances? Do you think it was the last couple possessions?
I think it was early on. We obviously didn't do a good enough job in the red zone, didn't come away with enough points down there. We started getting going a little bit later in the second half, things like that. But, it was a little too late. Obviously the turnovers, that's a huge part of the game, losing the turnover battle. So there's a lot of little things you can look at, point at. But I think, not scoring enough points in the red zone, it's going to be tough to, win a game going against a good offense when you're not putting up enough points like that.
Anything else?
How do you think playing in back-to-back road games, back-to-back tough environments will prepare you for bigger games going forward?
Yeah, I think it'll definitely prepare us going forward. We've got some experience in these type of situations, these big games on the road. So we'll have some more experience going forward with this situation. But it's prepared us, good enough.
What's your project for the off season? Anything in particular that you think you need to really bear down on?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the tape, and that'll be my process kind of in the off season. Go back, watch the games, and find areas I need to improve. But I think when we get back to OTAs, just obviously some of these late 2-minute drills to go win the game is areas that we didn't capitalize on throughout the season. So that'll be an area to look at. But I think there's so many areas I'll have to look at and break down on film. But I definitely think just those critical situations when you got to go win it, finding better answers and better ways to go take advantage and find a way to win.
The last play, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the pictures or anything. What should you have done differently? Did you just throw that ball away and look to fight another down? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't looked at any pictures. So, looking back on it, yeah, throw it away. I don't know if I had an opportunity to be able to run, maybe get out of bounds, but, force it across the middle late, which is a mortal sin, and, it costs us. So, some I'll look at, but, that's an area right there where I'll be able to look at, grow from, and get better in the future.
Jordan, what are you going to take away from this season, your first as a starter?
There's so many things. I think just understanding how small the margin for error is in this league, especially in critical games like this, when you win in advance, you lose, you go home. Just how important every play is, and just how locked in you got to be. And then, like I said, how critical situations are at the end of the game to go win it. Just how dialed in you got to be to take advantage of those games and win. But there's so many areas and so many lessons I've learned throughout this season, and that the teams learned throughout the season that I think it's going to make us better in the future.
What was the yard line you guys were shooting for to kick the field goal at the end there?
I think it was about the 37 area to get to there. But I think anywhere across the 50, 40 area, we would have had a chance. Got to kick it at that point. So, we knew we had to get some chunk plays, and yeah.